So it's been a few days now since the release of the OpenAI O1 preview and the mini models, and people have been able to create full-on apps with it. Now, how may they do this? Well, it's simple, having the O1 model integrated within Cursor and using the Composer feature to code out the full stack app. Now, it's been a while since we made a video on Cursor, but I am back again with a new video today to showcase the potential of using the O1 preview within Cursor and generating a full stack app with it. To demonstrate the power and the quality of the O1 preview within Cursor, I'll walk you through a demo of an app that was created in just 2 hours. This app that you see right now is for house listings, allowing you to add photos, generating descriptions of those photos, adding appraisal reports, and even creating a memo for the property. This demo is showcasing exactly how powerful the integration of the O1 preview model is with Cursor's Composer feature, and it could be used to quickly build applications quite easily and efficiently. This is something that I'm going to be showcasing throughout today's video. Now, for all the people who are going to be complaining, oh, this is pricey, this is going to cost me 20 bucks.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I have videos on free alternatives. Make sure you watch those videos. They're exactly the same as Cursor, such as Pair AI, or even having Claude Dev integrated within VS Code with Continue Dev. So these are a couple of options that you can watch, which I'll leave a link in the description below if you're not willing to pay for the Cursor feature. Also, my sincere apology for this garbage mic that I'm using right now. There seems to be some problem where every time I speak, it picks up all of my breaths, so you're gonna be hearing me breathe really loud. And shout out to this guy for actually taking the time to comment this. He noticed I was taking deep breaths and he was actually worried for me, but everything's good, don't worry, I don't have any sort of problem. But yeah, it's just my mic. And with that thought, let's just get back into the video. What I'm going to be doing is showcasing how you can download Cursor. It's fairly simple. You simply download it for your operating system. Once you open the installer, just install it based off the directory you want it to be installed within, and you can then simply open up Cursor by opening up the app. And once you do open up the app, what I want you guys to do is click on File and just simply click on a new window. Once you have done that, you can close the previous one, and you can then move forward by starting up and creating your own folder. In this case, I'm gonna simply create a new folder. Let's just name it something for our project, such as a World of AI app. So let's just select this folder that we just created, and we're gonna now start creating this application. Now, what you want to do next is click on the settings tab, and once you have signed in or signed up with an account with Cursor, you can then go over to the models tab, and you're going to be able to configure the model of your choice. In this case, we're going to be utilizing the O1 preview model. So toggle this on and enter your OpenAI API key over here. You can access it from OpenAI's platform, which I'll leave a link to in the description below, as well as all the other links that I use in today's video there. Next, you want to go over to the feature tab, and you want to head over to the Composer, and what you want to do is you want to enable this. It's going to be disabled at the moment, so you want to make sure you toggle it to enabled, and you're going to be able to start utilizing and start creating your app. So now that we have everything configured, we're going to get started. Also, please note that the OpenAI O1 preview model is quite expensive, so if you're going to be generating multiple requests with it, it might add up and it could be something that might go over your budget. So just keep that in mind. The O1 preview has a $15 per 1 million input tokens and $60 for 1 million output tokens. And for the O1 preview, it's a little bit cheaper. It's in comparison to the Claude 3.5 Sonnet's pricing, not in terms of its performance. The preview model is somewhat better than the Claude 3.5 Sonnet, whereas the OpenAI Mini is slightly below that model. But so far, this is quite expensive, just keep that in mind. Now, just to get familiar with all your commands, there's 3 main commands. You have Control K to edit a certain code snippet. You have Control I or Command I if you're on Mac OS or Linux to open up the Composer. And if you want a full window of your Composer, just simply press Command Shift I or Control Shift I to open up the full page. And if you want to open up the chat component to chat with the AI to generate your app, what you can do is just simply press Command L or Control L, and then you can choose the model of your choice. In this case, we're utilizing the O1 preview. So now we're ready to start working with our app. The next step is optional. You can use V0, which is Versal's UI component builder, or you can just simply use Cursor's AI chat to build your app completely with the prompt. In this case, you can simply paste in your prompt and it's going to start developing the code for it. What I'm doing is telling it to build a full stack web app that's called Stockwise Report Generator, where users can input stock ticker symbols, generate customizable reports, and visualize stock performance. The React frontend should allow users to select data, stock prices, key metrics, projections, and display it in the charts. The backend is built with Node.js and Express. So in this case, I'm having the V0 UI component builder generate the code for it. And what we're going to be able to do is take this into Composer and refine it even more. So in this case, I have V0 create all the different components that are necessary for my project. Now what we're going to be doing is adding the code into our code base. So simply click on this button, add to code base, and copy this link and head back over to Cursor. Next, I want you guys to click on terminal, create new terminal. Next, you want to create your next app, which is the bun X create next app. And this is where it's going to start initializing everything. So once we have done this, we can then proceed forward, pasting in the V0 code to your code base. So just simply paste this in and you're going to need to just proceed forward and initialize everything. It will also request you to access the ShadCN component. So if you're interested in that, just utilize it. So I went along and I opened up the developer server by just simply pressing in bun dev. And at the moment, you're going to see that it's just a basic next.js boilerplate. Just simply delete everything up to div and you can just simply get rid of all of this because this is not going to be essential. And what you're going to do next is import your library. Next, you can then highlight this and just simply type in import, and then you should be able to see the app that you just installed, which is import app page, and then just simply click tab, and there you go. You have this app that has finally been opened up in our local host. This is where you can have it so that you have the ability to select metrics for reports, and you're going to be able to generate the report for the stock. So in this case, if we have something like Tesla, TSLA, you can just fetch the data. Obviously, it's not connected to anything, but it's going to fetch the data. It's going to give you analysis on the market cap, as well as the PE ratio, as well as the volume. Now we can configure the backend, and that's by having Composer basically code out everything. So we can then open up Composer with the Command-Shift-I button. And now what we can do is press in the app button, which will add all the files to provide context, such as the page itself, which has all the components. And you can basically now configure it so that you can prompt up something to build the backend. So now we're having Cursor start on building all the files that is necessary for the backend, and you can see it's fully coding it out, and within a couple of minutes we should have all the different files ready and completed. So I went along and I have configured all of the backend components. So now if I am to paste in a stock ticker such as Tesla, it's going to fetch the data for the price. And you can see that it's accurately fetching the live accurate data, which is 238. That is the current stock price of Tesla at the moment. And you can see that this is now becoming really, really functional. Sorry, this is the old app. This is the new one. You can now generate reports based off of the price. And if you are to click on this, it will then save a report on the stock. At the moment, I have it so that it just generates a simple I would say memo of the stock, but I'm gonna soon have it so that it could output also a PDF and a more detailed description of it by having OpenAI connected and having it generate the more descriptive analysis of the stock. Afterwards, once you have finished developing your app, you can then simply just go back into Cursor, the terminal, and deploy this to Vercel. You can do this to Vercel, deploy to Vercel, or through other avenues, but that's how you're going to be able to easily develop a full stack app with the help of V0, Cursor, as well as the new OpenAI O1 model. And that's about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow me on the Patreon. This is a great way for you to access different AI subscriptions completely for free. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Great way for you to stay up to date with the latest AI news. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and check out our previous videos so you can be caught up with whatever is happening in the AI space. But with that thought, guys, have an amazing day, spread positivity, and I'll see you guys fairly shortly. Peace out, fellas.